Here we are at Charlotte Motor Speedway for the running of the Pepsi 600, the longest race of the season, and all of the patriotic teams come out here tonight. It should be one wild race and a lot of beautiful cars out there. Let's take a look at our 42 car field and the new paint schemes. On pole, we have the A7 of John West, 2 is outside. It's the 42 Code Luigi, your points leader, by the way. In third, we have Kevin Band, 2 is outside. Fourth is teammate Evan Hunter, and running out the top 5, we got Carter Friesen. And then Alexander Rowan, 6th. 7th is Tim Gary. 8th, Julius Anderson. So 3 Roush Fenway cars starting right there. In 9th, you have another Roush Fenway car, Brandon Tharp. So all 4 of their cars in the top 10. And then running out the top 10, you got Tim Randolph. Then the rest of the field goes Justin Heath, and then Casey Savito, along with Eli Bright and Michael Gregory. And you got Francis Dustin and Max Anderson, Riley Spraley-Tube and Jeff Wright, Derek Bouchard and TJ Henley, who won the All-Star race here, so he knows how to win at Charlotte. Levi Schoens won the Target race yesterday, so he definitely knows how to win. And then you got Brayden Ness, his teammate, who's inside. Then Jonathan Buford and Adam Lewis, along with Cynthia Bright and Jason Smith Jr. Then you got Trey Rainey and Andrew Miller, along with William Seaman and Keegan Thompson. Jay Jefferson won the 600 last season. And then DJ Reed, who is outside. Then you got Patrick Smith and Joe Jefferson, along with Isaac Nichols. The 48 team was the car that went to victory lane. And then you got Luke Rainey, along with Marcus Sachi and Wyatt Walker. Then Alex Stewart and Josh Mito. And running out the field, you got Michael Canto and Avi Hernandez on row number 21. So that's your 42 car field. Let's now go down truck side for the command. Oh, Bray Awareness did not get going, so problems for the 10 team. They will not be able to take the green flag. These guys are going to have to get caught up. The 22 lean this train. Hopefully they can get caught up. It looks like they're going to have enough time, possibly, as the pace car is only at 55. So the pace car is in a long race, 60 laps around Charlotte Motor Speedway for the Pepsi 600. It's been a wild race in the past. This one's going to be no different. They come down the front stretch into the restart zone. We are green flag racing here in the Pepsi 600. Luigi with a great start down the back straightaway, side by side with John West, pulling him into 3. And off of turn number 3, they will come. John West is going to be the one to lead lap number 1. Carter Friesen forced it 3 wide. Kevin Band trying to get up into the outside lane without making it 3 wide. He does that. No Luigi still staying high. Yeah, big mess right now at the front of the field. John West is able to stay out front of it, though, as they come down the backstretch. Your points leader into the wall. He's able to keep it under control. Now here comes Carter Friesen down the backstretch into turn 3. Looking for more. He's going to take the race lead. His teammate Tim Gary looking to the inside. That's important for Gary. Trying to get to the race lead. Those 5 points can help him tremendously. Into the wall, hard behind them. That was Julius Anderson in the 17. He was able to keep it under control. I don't believe we have a yellow quite yet, but the field is being scattered about because of these guys hitting the wall. Tim Gary could not lead that lap. Carter Friesen did just that. Code Luigi into the wall. We saw that a lot in the All-Star race. Cars getting into the wall off turn number 2. A possible problem there in that corner with these cars with the tire, possibly. Brandon Tharp's going to clear his teammate, so Tim Gary could not lead a lap and try and get 5 points on Code Luigi. It actually got the wall just a little bit right there. And now here comes Justin Heath to the inside of the number 9 car. The field now kind of getting a little spread out. That'll be good for cars keeping off the wall. As I say that, Brandon Tharp and Tim Gary go way wide. In 1-2, they're going to get the wall. Yeah, a lot of cars getting in. Oh! Carter Friesen spun around Riley Spraley-Tube. Also around the 47. That's going to be big. Oh, Cynthia Bright with some hard hits. DJ Reed. Evan Hunter. Jay Jefferson. Friesen is sitting down low with Riley Spraley-Tube. The caution comes out. Justin Heath led the field back just over last season's champion Michael Gregory. And just early on, a wreck on the backstretch. A big one. Involving Carter Friesen, Casey Savito, Cynthia Bright, Francis Dustin, Riley Spraley-Tube, and a ton of other cars. Let's check out what happened. Racing off of turn number 2, we saw these guys get into the wall. It's almost strange how, even in the All-Star race, they're getting into the wall. They're getting into the wall here. Friesen comes off the wall. Evan Hunter's there. They go down to Hanley and Spraley-Tube. They spin. Hunter then spins up into Cynthia Bright and Adam Lewis there. Luckily, those guys didn't really hit the inside wall hard. We've seen that happen in the past. Evan Hunter, Casey Mito involved. And then they just start stacking on in. Just have to look ahead to some of the other cars that were involved. See what happened up here with Cynthia and them. So you can see Hunter's going to come back up. Oh, he gets Cynthia Bright right there. TJ Hanley went up and nailed the outside wall. It looked like, wow, some of those guys on the inside just barely got by. I believe Cole Luigi might have been one of them. Luke Rainey in the middle of all that with damage. Jeff Bright's been running so well. He's involved with a ton of damage. Levi Shones, target winner, involved. Let's go on board TJ. It looks like he did get some significant damage in that. We'll have to see if he did hit the outside wall or not. Oh, yeah, that's a hard hit into the outside wall. Cole Luigi, your points there. I believe he was able to sneak through on the bottom. Yeah, he had hit the wall to slow down before, so he definitely was able to get by. Eli Bright was right behind the 42, and I believe he was able to escape. Wow. Keegan Thompson also very lucky. And one more. Jake Jefferson, the one car, last season 600 winner, going to be short-lived. Just shows how hard it is to see with all the smoke, and that just took a ton of good cars out of this race. So Justin Heath led the field back, and I believe they will all stay out, and the 9 car will lead us back to the green flag. Here they are down the backstretch to take the green flag on lap number 9. A lot of cars retired because of that. Jonathan Buford, Cynthia Bright, Case Mio, Francis Dustin, Levi Shones, and Marcus Hatcher all out. We have 34 cars left in the race, a lot damaged, or 34 cars on the lead lap. Luke Rainey is still in the race, a lap down. He got stuck on the banking, needed to get saved from that, and he is still in the race, but a lap down now. Justin Heath is out front. In second, you have Michael Gregory. Third is Max Harrison. Fourth, John West. Fifth is Kevin Bandon. Then sixth, you have Brandon Tharp. Seventh is Trey Rainey. Eighth, Keegan Thompson. Ninth, Joe Jefferson. And rounding out the top 10 got Avi Hernandez. So the guys that missed that wreck get some pretty good track position. Some of the guys that hit the wall before the wreck, like in 4 or in 2, they decided to come down pit road and get some of that damage repaired. So the green flag's back out, and that's why some drivers are towards the back of the field. Even though Luke Rainey, only reason he went a lap down is because he got stuck on the banking, he's still going to be just a little bit slower. He did get some damage from that crash. He might have to move over, although he does get a good run down the backstretch, but Justin Heath is pulling the field. Let's see if Max Harrison can get by him in 3 and 4, shove him high maybe. It looks like Rainey might go high here and allow Max Harrison to get by. Smart move there. Just let him go on by. You know, you're a lap car, and maybe you can have some lucky break and get back on the lead lap. And Justin Heath out there all in a world of his own right now. Oh, Luke Rainey into the wall again. Josh Schmid also into the wall. Yeah, that 2 car is probably really tight. Probably has a lot of damage and probably making the car tighter. And once you hit the wall once, you're going to hit it more times because hitting the wall makes the car even tighter than what it might have been before. So if your car's loose, just hit the wall a little bit and you'll be good. 50 to go here in the Pepsi 600. It's a very, very long race. Justin Heath still out front after leading at the restart. Kevin Bann now to second. Keegan Thompson up to third. Luke Rainey into the wall once again in the number 2 car. So he's now fallen way back in the pack. Or lap car just not having the race he wants. 3 wide. Isaac Nichols forced it to the bottom lane. He's going for 5th. Oh, 83 Max Harrison to the wall hard. Able to keep it straight. That allowed Patrick Smith and some others to really close in. Battle for second. Keegan Thompson now underneath Kevin Bann. He might get to Justin Heath here. They got a good run that time. They come down the back straightaway. Bandon with a great run off the top. But Thompson has the bottom lane, the preferred lane 3 and 4. And off of turn number 4, he might be able to clear Bandon right there. Yeah, he's going to Keegan Thompson now to second, trying to run down Justin Heath, who has had the lead for a good bit now. Then behind them, all single filed out, trying to catch Brandon Tharp, and some others are single filed out. Then got cars trying to pass Luke Rainey. See, you got Alexander Rowe there, Rainey, Tim Garrett stuck up top. Tim ran off and Trey Rainey just got into the wall. Cole Luigi, your points there on the bottom lane. He's inside the top 20. He's going past Tim Gary, so he would definitely open up the lead on Gary if it were to stay like this. That's a big if because a lot can change, and there's so much time left. Keegan Thompson has made the pass for the lead. While we were looking at that, he actually led last time by. So Thompson to the point. Joe Jefferson now going for second. He's going to take it, and then he has Isaac Nichols behind him, and third, Kevin Bann now hard into the wall. There must be something with, like, the tire compound Goodyear brought or something that's making these guys get high and kind of sideways off of turn number 2 and get into the wall. It's not as prevalent. Usually it happens in 4 more than turn 2. But now this race happened a lot more in turn 2 than it is in turn 4. Yeah, this race basically, if it stays green, it's going to come down to green flag pit stops. And then who can keep their car the cleanest for the green flag pit stop. Because if you have a damaged car on the pit stop, you're going to want to obviously pull the fenders out, make sure there's no tire rubs. That's going to take a lot more time than to just change 4 tires. Lap car ahead is Julius Anderson in the 17. He's very slow. Does he give the leaders some running room to deal with? Joe Jefferson going to catch him first. Oh, he's going to go around the outside. That's a mistake! Anderson forces Jefferson to the wall. A little pinch there. And the whole field is stacked up. Anderson is about 130. Yeah, that's more than just off pace. That's a different issue. I think once he shoved the 39 to the wall, that just caused more issues. And that could cause a caution because of how these guys, they're spread out here, but then this pack back here is big. You know Joe Jefferson's not going to be happy about that. He just got shoved into the wall by a lap car, the 17, who then in turn, I think that broke the 17's car even more. So that has given the race lead to Jason Semio Jr. in the 33. He's now catching Jay Jefferson off of turn number 4. Oh, he had to let off just a little bit there. Almost got squeezed into the wall. Almost the same thing Anderson did to Joe Jefferson. And that's going to allow Michael Gregory and some others to close in. Oh, Seaman stays high. That's going to be bad. He's going to get down to the bottom lane. Good move there by Seaman to make sure he did not get stuck behind the 1 car. Michael Gregory, last season's champion, now looking for the race lead. He's not had the season he's wanted in the Gatorade Cup Series. He's down towards the bottom of the points pile, but a 600 win would be very, very big for him. Probably one of only a few things he hasn't done in his illustrious Gatorade Cup Series career. We've had a lot of great legends in the Gatorade Cup Series, and Gregory's definitely one of them. Justin Heath now for second, trying to get back to that race lead that he lost just a little bit ago. So the front 4 there, then got Alexander Rowe, Max Harrison, Cole Luigi, your points leader up inside the top 10. Kevin Bandon is somehow going to be going to 8th. John West is now 9th. And rounding out the top 10, you got Michael Canto. And they got 10th on back in this single file lane trying to get up there. Joe Jefferson, remember, he got shoved into the wall there. He's now back outside the top 20, just battling for, I believe, what's about 24th, 25th? Yeah, he's 26th at the line. That is horrible. And another lap car, man, just kind of ruined the race for the lead. It's now coming to 40 laps to go. Justin Heath is going to get by Jason Semio Jr. in 3 and 4. Semio possibly doesn't want to go by the lap car of Evan Hunter side by side because he might get caught behind him. 40 to go here in the 600. Justin Heath is out front. Michael Gregory now trying to run him down. He's going to the inside to turn 1. There's not enough for a run there into turn 1. He's going to settle into second unless William Seaman makes a move off of turn number 2. They're going to catch Evan Hunter, but do they catch him in the corner is the question. Well, they're going to catch him in 3 and 4, and that's going to hold up the front 4 and allow 5th, 6th, 7th to get closer up. Heath has to make this move very quickly. There he goes to the inside. Does Gregory follow him? Yeah, the front 4 should follow. Oh, 3 wide possibly. Seaman does back out just a little bit, though. He gives Gregory his little breathing room that he needs. And then you got the battle for 5th. Alexander Rowe up top. Cole Luigi down low. Luigi going to try and use the 11 car of Evan Hunter as a pick, but they might catch him in the corner. So right now the battle for 5th. Cole Luigi's going to clear Rowe. Not quite yet. They're catching Hunter. Cole Luigi going to go right to the inside of the 11 car of Evan Hunter. And Alexander Rowe's going to get stuck behind. And Max Harrison's going to go right on by. Here's the battle for 2nd on track. Michael Gregory forced to the high side by William Seaman. And at number 38, Glory Ford Fusion. Hunter let those 3 go by without big incident. And now Jason Semio Jr. looks for the 2nd position. The next lap car is DJ Reed, Jeff Bright, and TJ Henley. They're right now 29th to 31st on track. Reed is slower than these 2. I believe Bright's just a little bit faster than Hanley, so it'll be interesting to see how that plays. William Seaman has fallen back to 3rd now. So the field is really spread out, so I don't think we'll see another caution unless we get maybe a 3-wide incident in turn 2 or maybe even turn 4. But at this point, I don't think we'll see a caution unless something crazy happens. Here comes William Seaman to the bottom lane. With these guys bound at the back of the pack, that's allowing Cole Luigi to get a little bit of draft. The air is being affected with these guys being side by side. And Cold Luigi will be gaining just a little bit. Gregory into the wall. There's another reason you don't want to be in the outside in turn 2. It's almost like it's slippery up there. Almost like there's some slippery substance up there that's making cars get into that wall. But it could just be the tire compound that Goodyear has brought to this track. Justin Heath still showing the way here at Charlotte. He's definitely led the most laps. But we're not even halfway through this race. And it's been a long one. Definitely the longest race of the season by a far margin. And Samio just can't get close enough to that 9 car. It's taken him a long time, and now the battle for 4th is on. Gregory has fallen back into the clutches of Cold Luigi in the 42. Great. This is what the 42 team has done all season long. They maybe won't qualify the best, they won't run the best, but coming down to the end, they will definitely be up there. And here comes Jason Samio Jr. now to the bottom. He's looking for the race. He has a push from William Seaman into turn 3. And he drove it into 3 and clears Heath before they even get off the corner. Heath's going to get into the wall pretty hard right there. He's going to fall out of this front 2. Now here comes Seaman now to the bottom lane. William Seaman for the race lead into turn 1. Drove it underneath Samio Jr. He's going to make it stick. And with these two, if they stay side by side for a good amount, watch Heath. Heath, Gregory, and Cold Luigi could all get big runs. And I think Seaman is going to clear Jason Samio Jr. Here comes Justin Heath once again. He falls off and he's going to find a way right back to 2nd. Samio Jr. hard to the wall. Michael Gregory's going to take advantage. He'll get to the 3rd position. So Gregory now up to 3rd. And look at the damage to the right side of the number 33 car. Justin Heath now looking back for the race lead off of turn number 2. This 9 team does not quit. Justin Heath not quitting. He has a great car here tonight, and he's showing it. Coming to halfway in 2 laps, and Heath is back out front. The battle for 4th is now on. Jason Samio Jr. and Cold Luigi are in a side-by-side battle. Seaman got into the wall pretty hard. Michael Gregory's going to get all the way to 2nd. So after a few cars get into the wall, Gregory up to 2nd. Cold Luigi's still going for the 4th position. He's going to get it from Samio Jr. Alexander Rowe going to try and get into the 5th position. And you got Max Anderson just outside this front 6 group. Ooh, Seaman with a great run off turn number 2 that time. He's going to get beside Michael Gregory. Halfway this time. Oh, they're pushing up. I believe Justin Heath may be coming down pit road. Yes, he is. Oh, Gregory into the wall hard. That hit the front end of the 42 car. Hopefully that didn't dent the grill or anything there on the 42 team. But Heath has hit the pit road. He's the first car to do it. And I believe he's the only car to do it. He's probably trying to split this race up into halves. Right now, he is pitted at halfway. Oh, Cold Luigi got into the wall pretty hard right there. He's going to surrender some positions. And William Seaman, now your race leader, but Jay Jefferson is ahead. I believe Seaman is going to say, hey, I'm going to come down pit road. And now some cars stay out. Oh, Cold Luigi got, and Jason Samio Jr. got into the wall pretty hard. Max Harrison is going to be the big winner of this. He's going to get all the way to 2nd. What's the damage on the 42 car? Pretty significant. So Alexander leading, Max Harrison in 2nd, Jason Samio Jr., Cold Luigi in 4th, Keegan Thompson's at the 5th, then you got Trey Rainey and some others. Now the guys that were involved in the crash, they obviously came down pit road and put tires on. So that's why I say Cold Luigi's able to stay out just a little bit longer. See, he's staying to the high side, because here comes the rest of them down pit road. Cold Luigi could be to 2nd, Alexander Rowe with the race lead now. So these guys can definitely make it the fresher tires towards the end of the race. Look at the damage to the 42 car. Will they have to stay and fix that? Carter Friesen was also involved in that wreck. He has stayed on a track, and these guys could be hoping for a quick yellow here. If they get a caution flag, they will be saved. They can catch these people a lap down, and they could really, really have a big benefit. Alexander Rose still staying out. Cold Luigi is going to come down pit road. He's had enough out on track. Carter Friesen will come down pit road. Tim Gary, Eli Bright. Oh, those guys hit the wall really hard. That's something that I don't like about staying out here. You're going to get into the wall pretty hard, and then you're going to get a lot of damage to that car, and this is definitely going to affect the running order. When does Alexander Rowe come down pit road is the big question. He, Eli Bright, and Tim Gary have all stayed on track. I believe they're some of the only 3 that have. Rowe going to stay out. He's really hoping for a caution. He's banking on it. That car looks pretty torn up. So it's 26 laps to go here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Alexander Rowe still staying out on track. He has worn tires. He's hoping for a caution to try and trap these people a lap down. Right now there are 7 cars on the lead lap. 2 of them have just come down pit road, so we now have 5 cars on the lead lap there. Alexander Rowe, Tim Gary, Eli Bright, Tim Randolph, and Adam Lewis. Alexander Rowe going to hit the pit lane this time by. He's had enough of it. Here come the 16, the 88 down pit road. Does the 93 hit pit road this time? And where even is the 93? Wow, look at Justin Heath. Slicing and dicing through TJ Hanley and Isaac Nichols. Nichols just came off of pit road. Hanley is a lap car, damaged, remember. So Justin Heath was the leader before pit cycles. So I have to see if he comes out to be the race leader. Remember, he didn't really hit the wall that hard if he did. So he should have a pretty good lead if the others had to fix their damage. See, William Siemens all the way back there. I believe he's second. Went high around the 5 car, Jeff Bright. He's going to hit the wall there, though. Oh, he hit it pretty hard, too. So I believe Heath will cycle around to be your race leader. If he can get out ahead of Alexander Rowe. Where is the 7 car? I believe the 7 has not come off of pit road yet, probably because of the damage. Yes. So damage takes a toll here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Justin Heath has a pretty big lead over the rest of the competition. He can just coast it home to victory lane as long as we don't get a caution flag. We have seen some late cautions here, shake some things up. So Heath has been scored around to the race lead. Second place now belongs to the 30 of William Siemens, 4.76 back. Keegan Thompson up to third, Brandon Tharp. They got Andrew Miller, John West, Alex Stewart, Trey Rainey, Derek Bouchard, and Max Anderson rounding out the top 10. Michael Gregory has fallen to 11th. Rice Brody battling with him for 12th. Then you got Tim Gary back to 13th. Adam Lewis is 14th. Michael Canto is 15th. The big loser in all of this mess is Code Luigi in the 42, who is now 24th. One of only 25 cars on the lead lap, and he's towards the tail end. He could possibly be caught by just needing to get put a lap down. Alexander Rowe, Jason Spino Jr. are big losers in this pit cycle because, remember, they hit the wall pretty hard a few times. They had to repair those cars. And there's Code right there, Balance Spino Jr. and Tim Randolph. That's for position number 22, these three. And they got Alexander Rowe ahead in 21st. And they are not far ahead of Justin Heath. See, this is Code Luigi going to get to 23rd, Jason Spino Jr. back to 24th. And Justin Heath actually being passed by some people on fresher tires. Remember, he was one of the first to come down pit road. So he has worn tires compared to other people. And William Siemens is nowhere to be seen. In fact, I believe he was just passed by Keegan Thompson for a second. So if something happens in the 9 car, Thompson is right now out front. And Eli Bright, new tires, is coming and flying by. He also a big loser in this. He was, I believe, just outside the top 10. Now he's back in 31st, a lap down. So you know that pit cycles definitely cause a mess of a race here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. We've seen it time and time again. Justin Heath now getting passed by Isaac Nichols in the 48, or trying to anyway. Nichols a little bit slower because of damage. But the 9 car has worn tires. Coming to 20 laps to go for Justin Heath. Can he make it around 20 more? Now, for him, fuel could be just a little bit questionable. Remember, they did pit at halfway. However, they pit just before halfway. They did have some caution laps in between then and that. So, let's see if Justin Heath can actually make it on fuel. He was the first to come down pit road of anyone. The gap back to the 98 is 6 seconds. So he can try and maybe save some fuel here. He has a 6-second lead. And the only way he's going to be caught is if he hits the wall and spins, or hits the wall and really slows off pace, or if he pits, or if a caution comes out. So, really, Heath just can slow it down just a little bit here each lap and make sure he does have enough fuel. 19 laps to go. It's a very, very long race, and with Justin Heath in a huge lead. It's now up over 6 seconds as they're battling second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, all in one big battle. You can see there it is. William Siemens, John West, Trey Rainey, Andrew Miller, Evan Hunter slowing up this pack, and that's why Keegan Thompson 3 wide here. This could be a little dangerous. This could be a caution flag that Justin Heath does not want to see. Ooh, lucky. Oh, Thompson's still up against the quad oval wall. Able to save it. As we look back to the race lead, Justin Heath has a huge lead over that big pack. He's getting passed by Isaac Nichols, but that won't really matter for him. He's not going to lose the lead because of this. I bet he would gladly let Nichols go right on by him because they are catching some lap traffic. That's going to be very slow. Jay Jefferson being one of them. He doesn't want to get stuck behind Jefferson, though. He wants to get clear of Nichols, which he does. Then he can go and lap Jay Jefferson. You can see he let off there because he knew he was about to hit that wall. He let off a smart move there. As we mentioned, 33, 78, 42, 93, 7. All battling for 20th, and they're about to be caught by your race leader, the number 9, Justin Heath. So it's 17 to go for them. Justin Heath has come to 16 to go. And he has a huge lead. Trey Rainey now up to second, but it's just a big battle back here. Rainey is now to second. William Seaman going for third on Andrew Miller. Miller will be kicked back to fourth. John West is fifth. Brandon Tharp is sixth. Keegan Thompson finally gets by TJ Henley for seventh. Then you got eighth is all the way back here. It's Max Anderson. Ninth is now Derek Bouchard. 10th is Alex Stewart. Then you got Tim Gary in 11th. Michael Gregory up to 12th. 13th is Riley Sprague. 14th Kevin Band. 15th Carter Friesen. 16th Michael Canto. 17th is Alan Lewis. 18th Patrick Smith. 19th Joe Jefferson. 20th is Tim Raff. Then you got Alexander Rowe, Javier Hernandez, Jason Smino Jr., Wyatt Walker, and Cole Luigi, the 25 cars on the lead lap. And then you get all the way back to Justin Heath. See right there how far back Trey Rainey and others are. So they're going to need a caution to catch Justin Heath. 14 laps to go this time. And what a dominating performance by the 9 car. They let out the caution flag. They stayed out front for a few laps. Got kind of kicked back. Got lucky with the lap cars. Was able to get by. He was one of the 6 cars to get away. He never hit the wall. So they spent less time on pit road repairing damage because he didn't have any. Gets out, and now he has over a 6-second lead over second place. Go look at that. Second place battle is between Brandon Tharp, William Seaman, Trey Rainey, Andrew Miller, John West. Rainey's going to get stuck behind Jefferson here. And Tharp right now has a pretty good gap over third place. Just insane to think how far behind they are. They keep losing ground to Heath as well. So even though they're in a big pack with more draft, lap cars are affecting them more than it's affecting Heath. William Seaman coming with a big run. So go back up to the race lead. Nichols has just gotten passed by Heath. So now 12 laps to go. We still have 25 cars on the lead lap, with Luigi being the last of them. Just a little bit ahead of the race leader, but they are catching. Right now, there's about 18, 17 cars within this pack, so up to 17th is where that is as of now. You know, Nichols probably just wants to stay with Heath there, because if Heath keeps gaining on the 40... Oh, they're wrecking ahead! Javier Hernandez has spun hit the wall. The caution has come out, and that happened right in front of your race leader, Justin Heath. And that is not what the 9 team wanted. They were cruising to victory lane, and now it's going to be a restart with under 10 laps to go. And Justin Heath, the only good thing he has the 48. I think Trey Rainey might have gotten some damage. Andrew Miller with damage. There's possibly another wreck. Well, first let's see what happened to Javier Hernandez and see if he possibly came up and Kevin LePaged anyone. Battling up ahead for about 20th. Javier Hernandez is going to get into the wall. Comes down, Wyatt Walker hits him, and then gets up, spins Hernandez out. Cole Luigi going to step on the gas and gain about 3 positions right there, possibly 2. Yes, I believe he does gain 2. Hernandez hits the wall pretty hard. But my question is, does he come up and Kevin LePage anyone? First, let's look at this in real time. Yeah, it looked like the accident was going to be bigger because of the smoke, but just a single car spin, luckily, didn't really take out a lot of cars. Then Hernandez possibly comes back up and... Oh, yeah, he's in the middle of the track. Here comes... Oh, got Eli break. Yeah, a lot of cars involved. That's most of the top 5 right there. And if these guys stay out with damage, it's definitely going to help Justin Heath out. Heath leads the field back. He's going to stay out, and the 9 car, Justin Heath, is going to have to hold on for about 5 laps to get to victory lane here in the Pepsi 600. Coming back to the restart with 7 laps to go. It's because of all the madness that's happened. We're going to have to come back a little early to show you that Josh Mills retired along with Eli Bright, Javier Hernandez, Trey Rainey, and William Seaman. So we're going to have 22 cars on the lead lap. A lot are lap down, but those lap down cars definitely gained some positions, and those are valuable points. Justin Heath is out front, so as long as he doesn't get passed by a lap car, he probably has this win in the bag, because Brandon Tharp in second is damaged, along with Andrew Miller in third. John West is fourth, and now Keegan Thompson is fifth. Then you got Derek Bouchard in sixth. Seventh is Max Anderson. Alex Stewart in eighth. Ninth is all the way back here with Michael Gregory. And running out the top 10, you got Riley Sprague too. Second in points, Tim Gary in 11th. Your points there, Cole Luigi, all the way back here in 20th. So that would be some points gained. Pace car in. 7 laps to go when we get the green flag. Can Justin Heath cap off a dominating performance in the 600 as they come down the front stretch? The green flag is back out. We're back racing. Heath with a great restart. Didn't want to let anyone jump to the inside of him. Tharp jumps to the inside of the lap car of Luke Rainey. Miller up high, trying to get down in front of Keegan Thompson. It's a battle for second now between Tharp, Miller, Thompson, West. But now they are a lot closer to the 9 car. Look at Tharp. He's going to move high. Andrew Miller coming. Miller has a ton of damage. I'm sorry, he's actually forming a charge down that bottom lane. 6 laps of racing to go. They're racing hard behind. And a 3-wide cluster with the lap car. Jay Jefferson in the middle blocking it all. If Nichols gets to the inside Heath, that will hurt him. Oh, he did get a run off of turn number 2, but the outside lane with a great run down the back. Battle for second. Keegan Thompson hoping to see that 48 past the 9 car. Coming to 5 laps to go. Thompson is closing, but is it enough? 5 to go. If the caution comes out, the race is over. Justin Heath is out front. He has a lap car in between he and the second place Keegan Thompson. Once again, Nichols to the bottom. Thompson with a huge run onto the front too. Look at the 98 car down the backstretch, a big run. If he can get by that 48, he has a huge shot to win the 600. Coming to 4 laps to go, Keegan Thompson wheeling the car to the front. Heath now has no cars in between he and second place. And Thompson has been charging the last few laps. But can Heath pull away now? Thompson has stalled out just a little bit. What was it? Because he was passing the car. Come to 3 laps to go. Oh, wow. Thompson with a really good run off of turn number 4. Heath's going to be lucky to keep him off. Here comes Thompson to the inside with 3 laps to go. Keegan Thompson towards the bottom of the Gatorade Cup Series points to the point here in the Pepsi 600. Justin Heath, after dominating most of this race, has now fallen back to second and has got to hope for something odd to happen to Keegan Thompson. Coming to 2 laps to go for the 98 car. You know, Thompson just wants to see that white flag. 2 to go. He has the 48 of Nichols in between he and the 9 car. But if Nichols moves to the inside of the 98, it will ruin the 98's race and allow Heath to get back to the race lane, possibly to victory lane. And while that's happening, Max Harris has quietly moved his way up to 3rd. Heath now looking back on Isaac Nichols, trying to get anywhere close to Keegan Thompson, unless Thompson has a little bit of a problem. Off of 4, the white flag is shown. One more time around for Keegan Thompson. Can he win the Pepsi 600? Justin Heath is closing in the draft. No lap cars will settle this race. It's going to be between Keegan Thompson and Justin Heath as they come off turn number 2 down the backstretch. Heath was closing, but it's not enough. He's going to have to hope for a Hail Mary in 3 and 4. Keegan Thompson's going to steal one on a night where he didn't have the car to win. Thompson on fresher tires steals one from Heath, who dominates. Thompson wins the 600 here at Charlotte Murray Speedway. What a great win by Keegan Thompson. He outdrove Justin Heath to victory lane. And what a race that was to the end. Let's now go check the finishing results. Here are the finishing results from the Pepsi 600 at Charlotte. There were only 2 caution flags for 8 laps, 14 lead changes among 9 different drivers. And Keegan Thompson only led 5 laps, but they were the 5 most important ones, the last 5, to get to victory lane. Justin Heath, you have to feel horrible for him in the 9 team. Ends up leading 39 of 60 laps. Dominates the Pepsi 600. He ends up 2nd here tonight. So close. Max Harris ends up 3rd, a quiet 3rd. Andrew Miller up to 4th, and Brandon Tharp in 5th. Tim Gary closing on the points lead. He ends up 6th. Carter Friesen in 7th. Patrick Smith in 8th. 9th, Michael Gregory. And Alex Stewart rounds out the top 10. So there's your top 20. Code Luigi, that is why he's the points leader. He comes out of nowhere in most of these races. The restart, he was 20th. Within the restart, in the end of the race, he moves up to 11th. Great restart for the 42 team to get themselves up and kind of lessen the amount of points they lost to Tim Gary here tonight. John West starts on pole. He falls back to 17th. A long pit stop, falling back late, and that kind of relegated him down towards there. Look down 21st to 40th. See, 22 cars finished on the lead lap. Isaac Nichols, Jeff Bright, 2 of them that finished a lap down. Nichols was kind of in between the race leaders there for the whole race. He ends up 23rd, Bright in 24th. TJ Hanley, your all-star winner, ends up 25th. Decent day for him. He got a lot of damage in the big crash that caused caution number 1. So I'm sure he'll take a 25th place finish with the car that he had after that crash. Now let's go look at the point standings. We're nearing the midway point of the season. Here are the point standings after the Pepsi 600. Code Luigi has the points lead by 73 points now over Tim Gary, who is second in points, just beneath his third in points after a great day at Charlotte. Fourth is now Jeff Bright. Andrew Miller up to fifth. Then you got Alexander Rowe in sixth. Patrick Smith in seventh. TJ Hanley, your all-star winner, so he's in the chase. He's right now eighth, and he would be in the chase anyway. Jason Smith Jr. in ninth, and Max Harrison rounds out the top 10. So there's your top 20. Your two wild cards are still Joe Jefferson and Kevin Band with 2 wins, but once again, Evan Hunter, John West, and Trey Rainey, if they can get a good run, get up inside the top 10, they would definitely be in, or if they can get another win and pass Bandon and Jefferson in points. And what these guys in the wildcard spots are hoping, that TJ Henley has a great next few races so that he doesn't fall outside the top 10 and take away a wildcard spot. Luke Rainey is now back to 23rd in points. Keegan Thompson moves all the way up to 25th in points, showing what a win can do for his team. He was down, way down in points, and a victory moves him up to 25th. So say if you're Jay Jefferson, Riley Spurley-Tube, Julius Harrison, Eli Bright, Isaac Nicholas, Bray Ernest, Cynthia Bright, hope is not lost quite yet, because you still have a lot more races to win, and you just saw what a win could do for Keegan Thompson. It moves him up into the top 25 in points, and with a realistic shot to get into a wildcard spot. Josh Meal, Carter Freeze, and Jonathan Buford all having dismal seasons that they want to forget quickly. So the next race will be the 5-Hour Energy 400 at Kansas. See you guys then.